Afternoon, guys. This is Workin, bringing you an update on Nano. Hope you guys are having a wonderful afternoon. We're looking at Nano to the US dollar. This is on Binance, and this is the 4-hour chart, guys. And Nano's been on a tear for almost 2 weeks now, since about August 14th. It was where it was trading at about 75 cents, currently trading at about 330, somewhere thereabouts, guys. And it's almost moving up in a straight line, or as much of a straight line as crypto does go over that period. So I would expect it to find some kind of a correction here very, very soon. Doesn't mean it's not going to have another wave up. Just means eventually we're going to see a deeper correction than what we are seeing now. And you could argue that there is one more wave up, or you could argue that this is the top and we are in a deep correction now, guys. I really can I can see it from an Elliott perspective. I can see this being counted about 3 different ways: as an extended fifth, or is this the third, down for the fourth, and up for one more fifth wave. I really can see a few different ways. I'm not going to bore you with all the different ways to count, guys. The bottom line is we're just going to have to react and wait and see how price reacts here in the short term. It has broken above a lot of relevant resistance areas that should now act as support. If we look at this from a larger picture, guys, we look at this from our swing high, from this last pivot high to swing low, we can see that this 308 is a very relevant zone. That was right in between, literally right in between the golden pocket, between the 618 and the 65 fib level. That zone 308 has acted as resistance many times in the past, 1, 2, 3 times in the past. I would expect it, now that it broke through very, very impulsively, I would expect it to act as support if it comes back down and retests that area, and I do think it will eventually, if not in the short term, certainly in the not too distant future. I would expect to test that. If that acts as support, if that does hold, it's going to be a very, very bullish indication if that does end up holding, guys. If price does break through that, then it's going to tell you that we may be in for that deeper correction that we're all kind of anticipating based on how quickly price has risen up here. So we're going to be watching that 3.308 zone here, so wait and see how price reacts if and when it does get to that level. To the upside, we can see we rejected, the body of it rejected right here at the top of this 355 to 3.63 resistance area, wicked through it just a bit, but immediately was rejected and now is back down below it. If we can wait and see how that ends up reacting, if price does end up breaking above that, there's a decent supply zone between 3.90 and 4.02. If we come back here, we can see that's a decent supply zone right here, but where the majority of the resistance is going to be found is right up here, between 4.31 and 4.50. That's a very strong supply zone, a very strong resistance up there, guys. And I would expect, if price does come in there relatively anytime soon, for it to bounce off that area, and that would be a very likely place for a deeper correction to end up happening from that zone here. If and when price does break above that, guys, that's going to be a very bullish indication, and at that point we could quickly rise up to $5.56 range from there. We look at, sorry about that. Looking at our indicators, guys, this is on the 4-hour. We can see the 4-hour MACD is very, very extended to the upside. We come over here to the RSI. We can see that the RSI is operating kind of a rising wedge. That's a overall, that's a bearish pattern, because we know as it gets to the apex, more than likely it's going to end up breaking down. Now it looks to me like we might have one more push up before it does end up breaking down, guys, but that doesn't mean it has to. Could break down at any point in time. We're sitting in overbought territory, guys. Again, possibly one more push up and then end up correction, or we could just start correcting right now, guys. But it is certainly overbought, and I would not be entering any kind of long position, at least not right now. Looking down, guys. Oh, I'm gonna get rid of that. There we go. Looking down, guys. If this 308 does break through, I do expect it to find support at 2.79, somewhere thereabouts, guys. Below that, there's decent support at 2.55, 2.15 below that. And if and when price does ever reach this this demand zone down here, between 1.60 1.41, this is where I would be stacking in buy orders. Now again, guys, I'm not saying it's ever going to get there, but as quickly as it came up, usually the quicker that it rises, the quicker that it falls, or the more that it falls in the long run. And that has happened many times in the past with Nano. I do believe this is a great project. But with this very impulsive rise, we know that anytime it comes up that quickly, you run the risk of it falling that quickly as well. And if we ever see Nano at $1.60 to $1.41 again, I expect there to be a major bounce off that zone, and I would have buy orders sitting here ready to go if and when it does ever get that low. So that's just my opinion. Now it does trade in Bitcoin. Clearly, guys, so you'd have to convert dollar to Bitcoin, but this is the zone that I would be watching if and when you ever see a $1.60 to $1.41 Nano. So I'm going to go ahead and wrap it there, guys. Actually, I'll show you the EMA. I forgot to show you the EMA real quick, guys. We can see that we're extended to the upside. This is on the daily, clearly extended on the upper Bollinger Bands, guys, showing that we may, in fact, see a correction here very, very soon. 21-day EMA is sitting still below the 55 and the 50-day moving average. 55-day EMA and the 50-day moving average, guys. So that's ideally, you'd like to see the 21-day EMA rise above both of those. And if we do see that, that's going to be a very bullish sign of strength if that does end up happening. But in the short term, I do expect there to be some kind, possibly in one more push up, and then some kind of a correction. If we come over here, look at the 4-hour, guys, we can see that we're well above the 8-day EMA. On the 4-hour, but still extended up on the Bollinger Bands, hitting the upper Bollinger Bands here, guys, indicating that we may see a pullback here, at least in the short term. So anyway, guys, I'm going to go ahead and wrap it there. If you have any comments, questions, suggestions, please let me know in the comment section below. As always, guys, I would appreciate if you just mash that upvote or that like button. Just lets me know you want me to continue making these videos. And until next time, guys, trade safe, take care of yourselves. This is Working, signing out.